As they say around here, keep Austin weird. They're going to keep it electric today inside Darrell K. Royal Texas Memorial Stadium, home to the Longhorns. We've got a top 25 matchup on hand. Two of the premier teams in the land looking to make a statement that will resonate. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the Utah Utes, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Utes' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Looking for a productive play on first down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense.
He's off to the races. He's got 43 yards rushing for him now, and that is a way to make your presence felt in the early part of the season.
This offensive line takes a lot of pride. They're very good at communicating, and they love pushing fronts around. You're seeing it on that last play, breaking off a long run, doing it early in the season in the opening game. That sets the tone for this offense.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. These two conferences have been tied together for years through the Sugar Bowl, a little testiness with the whole Texas-Oklahoma thing, and now the rivalry on the field between the Big 12 and the SEC.
Yeah, and conference realignments played a big factor, too, between these two conferences. Think back to when Texas A&M and Missouri joined the SEC. So this is always a fun one to watch, David. Wide open offense from the Big 12, and then you get the physicality and the speed from the SEC.
I think you nailed it right there. Two totally different worlds. They live in different worlds all the time. One is pitchy, woo-woo, throw it around all over the yard. The other one, physicality. Which style can present itself today and win the ballgame?
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to throw, it's Owens. Got his man downfield. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Big fella showing some ability. Got away from one tackle. Defense lucky they had a few more there to help.
Yeah, he's not a big stiff. He's not a blocking tight end. This guy can do some work out in the open field as well, and he showed you his athleticism.
Trying to punch it in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Texas! They're on the board first here in the season opener.
What an exciting way to start this season. This offense had a plan. They knew who they wanted to be, but you had to come out and execute. And that was a beautiful first drive, creating some momentum, not only for this offense, but for this squad to start the season.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. About to kick it away after scoring a touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. They are pinned deep, and this crowd is letting them have it. They'll give it to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Caught on the outside, it's McClain. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. And wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Quickly to the tight end. And it's on the ground. And this fumble bounces out of bounds.
Offense, you're thinking first down, get the first down on 3rd down. Man, you can't put the ball on the turf, but at least the ball went out of bounds. Now you got a decision to make what you want to do on 4th down. Could have been a turnover, could have been worse though.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Dances away again. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Here comes the Texas offense. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, and how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Now down to the 12-yard line. It's 1st down. The give to the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Right back to him on the ground. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. 2nd down coming up. Dropping back, it's Owens. Finds his big tight end. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field.
And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this 1st half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the 1st quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
The inside handoff. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
That defense is about getting off the football. I mean, that defensive line can be disruptive and get in the backfield right away and mess up those pullers actions on those counter plays. It can be really advantageous for the defense. Great job by the defense being hyperactive.
And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of this spot. Nice execution by this defense.
And the Utes line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He only needs a sliver of daylight. There he goes. Open it up. Boy, did he show it all on that return. The speed, the explosiveness, and took a little momentum with him out of bounds. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be...
Got enough space. Touchdown, Texas. And they take it in for 6 more points.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. They're just about ready to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Going to the running game. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Grab near the sticks. It's Washington. Tackled after picking up the first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player. And we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that.
That is a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. He's going for it all. Fires and picked off. Got some room to run. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's just excellent cover. Man, cover 1, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open. And if I'm the QB man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. Pre-snap motion quarterback trying to get a read. He hurls one deep down the left side. And he makes the catch at the 10. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Longhorn!
It hasn't taken very long this season to just see how scary this offense is. They wanted to be aggressive coming out to start this season, and you've seen that with the play calling on this drive. It does not take these guys with their speed very long to score. Watch out. This unit has a chance to be special.
He'll bring it out. It's Harvin. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Now, when you run that screen, it takes a lot more time to develop because those offensive linemen, remember, they're going to block, release, and go get somebody. Quarterback's got to get rid of that ball a lot faster when you're running those screen plays.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Going downfield for the big play. He's got it on the right. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. He finds a soft spot in the middle. Touchdown, Utah! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone.
And this offense gets on the board, and the first passing touchdown of the season, and I feel pretty confident saying the first of many. This offense looks like they're in a good rhythm, and this passing attack's going to be hard to stop.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll call for the fair catch here. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, the inside give. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy.
Going up top. Makes the catch down the right side. Obliterates him, still on the move. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Texas! This dude is lighting it up for the Horns, and some old-school Horn fans starting to think about that 500-yard 4-touchdown day Vince Young had against Oklahoma State.
And bringing back great memories, and there's been some good runs at quarterback. You think about Colt McCoy, too, man. He put up some serious numbers, some serious wins. Can this be the next guy to catapult this offense, to bring Texas back to prominence?
Fielded in the end zone. It's Harvin. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled, you realize what's going on. Now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Caught over the middle. It's McClain. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Oh, sick, nasty move, and he's loose. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
You got to feel good for this kid, too. He worked so hard this past offseason to put himself in position to be the starting running back, and he's got a lot of skill, guys. He's got speed, open field running ability. I think he's going to be a big part of the offense this season.
They'll throw it on first down. He lets one fly deep. Catch and stride inside the 15. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
They'll use the running game on first and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Utes! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Texas. Fair catch called for and made. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. To the air on first down. Got his man on the right. And he slid through that attempt, and he's got room. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for me.
From the 39-yard line, it's first and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. He's up to 51 yards rushing already here in the first half. It's a season opener, but he's in midseason form. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Dropping back, it's Owens. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. And the Longhorns racing to the line in the hurry-up. He's going to pass. Fires toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Longhorns!
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, the big top 15 battle is underway, and it's been very interesting so far. Pitt looks like a bunch of world beaters right now. I'm not sure I've ever seen this offense look this crisp. They're up by 28 over Notre Dame. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. Going up top on first down. He's going to throw deep right side. It's complete. A huge pickup. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
And that's good enough for a first down.
Looking to go up top on first down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it's picked off. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. He's looking to throw it. Makes the grab on the left. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Fires to the tight end. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Owens. Shoots it to the left. A strike downfield. Oh, the ball's on the ground. How in the world did the offense retain possession?
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! If these guys wanted to make a statement, statement has been delivered.
It's your job to stop it. Oh, don't run the score up. Well, do something about it. The defense has to step up and make plays. Obviously, they're not willing to do that, so just keep running plays and keep scoring.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. Fielded in the end zone, it's Harvin. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fellow on the sidelines, being like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Feeling some heat. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Yeah, this offense might want to think about moving the launch point for this QB, because if you take hits like that from the pocket, it's really tough to complete passes.
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Keeps looking downfield. That's reeled in, it's Washington. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Longhorns will kick it away to crank up the second half. Coming out with it, it's Harvin. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. Nothing went right in that first half, in the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
It's a nice game, but the big theme here is they just haven't been able to get the run game going on offense. They've been very one-dimensional. They're just not being physical enough at the point of attack.
He wants to pass it on second down. That's caught. It's Harvin. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Utes are in the hurry-up.
Third down coming.
Wants to throw on third down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hind.
He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Pulls and throws off the RPO. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is ready to give him a first down.
Well, he has been the go-to guy all game long. He has been lighting up the scoreboard. This defense cannot cover him.
Wide out in motion. From the gun, running back on the move. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Nice job by this defense. Listen, you got to understand, they're going to run the football. They're going to try to milk the clock, Jesse. They got the huge lead.
Haven't been a lot of good plays for this defense in this game so far, so can they build on that one? Can they create some turnovers here in the second half to get back in this game?
Now facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Owens. Fires to the tight end. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. He's got it. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15.
It's hard for an offense to win when you get in predictable situations. What a great job understanding where the first down marker is. They got to get a big gain, got to get that first down. Nice job, great nose for the first down.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it's caught inside the 30. A giant chunk of yardage picked up there, and they're down to the 24.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Got it in the middle. It's McClain. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. And the Utes will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. fast motion from the offense. Wants to pass. He caught it. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. How about utilizing the fullback and picking up just little snippets of yardage in the passing game?
Yeah, it was kind of a positive play. Listen, it goes on the completion side of things, so the completion percentage goes up for the quarterback, and the big...
And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Utah!
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Utah, 21, Texas.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. They did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
To the ground with the back. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Motion from the offense. Pressure coming. They're setting up the screen. Strikes the blow. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
First down. Physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got it first. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Handoff from the gun. Defense holds their ground. Pickup of a yard. It's at the 26. Third and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the first. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Smashes through. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
I don't know about the play call there, guys. 3rd down, they're throwing it behind the line of scrimmage, seeing if this guy can do something once he has it in his hands, but a better job of pursuit and tackling defensively, now setting up 4th.
He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. The give to the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Longhorns! And the punishment has been extended.
Game one, you want to come out, put drives like that together, score a bunch of points, and especially at home. Give your home crowd something to get excited about. They have today. They've been jacked up, and they're going to go 1-0.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Texas State has opened up a can right now, and based on what we've seen, I'm not sure anything is going to change. They're up by 24 over the Royals.